Hello, viewers. A very, very happy Independence Week to everyone.
And welcome to our special Independence Day podcast, where I hope you might not find us fighting and arguing so much.
Hopefully. आशा हम आर्ग्यू सिर्फ इसलिए करते हैं क्योंकि तुमको लगता है कि दुनिया भर की सारी गवर्नमेंट सारे सिटीजन्स को 24/7 ट्रैक कर रही है।
Just like how you feel Mount Kailash में alien spotting हो रही है.
होती है। तुम्हें तो ये भी लगता है कि इल्यूमिनाटी सम्राट अशोक ने फॉर्म करी थी।
Which is true.
इट्स नॉट ट्रू।
Just like how you feel कि Lagan is based on a true story.
हो सकता है।
Sure thing.
ओके व्यूअर्स, इसीलिए जिससे आपको हमारे थॉट प्रोसेसेस कंफ्यूज नहीं बल्कि स्टिमुलेट करने के लिए आज हमने बुलाया एक बहुत ही स्पेशल गेस्ट।
वो गेस्ट जिन्होंने शायद 1000 से भी ज्यादा हिस्टोरिकल बुक्स रीड किया और उससे भी डबल बायोग्राफी.
सो लेट्स वेलकम आवर गेस्ट मिस्टर कुशाग्र बाजपेयी। गुड आफ्टरनून मिस्टर कुशाग, कैसा लग रहा है आपको हमारे शो पे आके?
Very good, very fine setup.
I wanted to say कि आपके friends or family they call you like encyclopedia. So when did you get in a habit of reading or like non-fictional books? लोग fictional books ज़्यादा prefer करते हैं read करना.
I guess I was in class third. Then actually my father's maternal uncle, he introduced me to all these books, history books. Especially in those days, there used to be those Amarchit Kathas.
हाँ।
So I was introduced to them first. Then gradually, my grandfather's, he had a library, big library. So I was curious. So I started reading them.
बट बहुत लोग जनरली जब यंग एज में होते हैं तो वो नॉन फिक्शन पढ़ते हैं, बट आपका जैसे बचपन से ही इंटरेस्ट जो है वो हिस्टोरिकल बुक्स में ज्यादा रहा है, लीडर्स की बायोग्राफीज ऑटोबायोग्राफीज में ज्यादा रहा है, तो दैट इज अ वेरी डिफरेंट थिंग दैट अ चाइल्ड कल्टिवेट्स। तो वो कैसे हुआ?
It was gradual. ऐसा नहीं था कि that I only read that. I used to read fictional books also, all these Hardy Boys and all that. But my general incline was towards non-fiction, historical.
तो आपको जैसे जब आपके दोस्त कई बार रात को एकदम से कॉल कर देते हैं कि अरे मैं कहीं कुछ हिस्टोरिकल पिक्चर देख रहा था, ये एक्यूरेट है कि नहीं है, तो ये आपको उस टाइम में कैसा लगता है? एंड क्या आपको उस टाइम में ये लगता है कि अबे मेरा दोस्त है तो तूने क्यों नहीं पढ़ी हिस्टोरिकल बुक?
That's not वो कोई वो नहीं है. But generally I advise them कि don't gain your historical knowledge from movies.
वो
Uh,
या भाई
That's because it's a movie. If you will make a pure historical yeah, movie or some with pure historical fact, it will be boring for the audience.
so do you think like अभी जो रणबीर कपूर की रामायण आ रही है या Odyssey आई, were they like obviously they were not accurate, but like they do the justice or will they do the justice of the history?
Odyssey, there's a lot of controversy over Odyssey. So, but like the portrayal of the characters, they all
मिक्स्ड रेस या
mixed race, but
नॉट एक्यूरेट टू द टाइम
not accurate to the time, not accurate to
हिस्ट्री।
Homer's own original Odyssey.
Hmm.
So, because there are clear descriptions are given in Odyssey of how they all looked like. So that's for today's generation they have mixed it because you forget many of these movies. They're catering mainly to the American audience, and now the American audience is quite mixed.
Yeah.
It's not that
They're trying to get all the demographics in,
yeah. So that
making it relatable to everyone there.
yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna jump into the topic for today's podcast, and that is the conspiracy theories that revolve around the Indian independence and the Indian and the Pakistan. Everything जो ये conspiracy theory इस पूरे topic पे आती है, and that is about the Radcliffe line that was drawn by Cyril Radcliffe, and a lot of people speculate कि it was made it in a way, इतनी hastily वो बनाई गई थी जिससे कि एक जियोपॉलिटिकल एडवांटेज हमेशा ब्रिटिशर्स के पास रहे, एंड जैसे कई सिख पिलग्रिमेज साइट्स पाकिस्तान बॉर्डर साइड रही, मुस्लिम पिलग्रिमेज साइट्स इंडिया के साइड रह गई, तो क्या एक इंटेंशन ऐसा था कि इंडिया के बॉर्डर्स हमेशा एक क्रॉस बॉर्डर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट में रहे जिससे इंडिया को हमेशा एक कंटिन्यूअस डिसएडवांटेज रहे?
So actually, the thing was, originally the British plan was to give Indian independence around June 1948. But due to mounting American pressures and mounting debt due to the Second World War, it was shifted first to September, then to August. And Lord Wavell was the viceroy. He went back to England. I think so. It was around June or May, and Mountbatten was were posted as the new viceroy of India. So there was a lot of pressure on him because the government there had changed. The Labour government had come in under Clement Attlee.
Who was Clement Attlee?
Clement Attlee was the Labour Prime Minister of
Okay.
England.
Okay.
Mountbatten was under tremendous pressure, and there were also pressure from Indian political parties like the Muslim League and Congress. So Ratcliffe was the commission of the. He was the chairman of the Boundary Commission. That was
And वो I think India इसके पहले कभी नहीं आया. This was the first time he was coming to India, right?
his personal secretary, Beaumont. He had some idea of Punjab, especially because he was posted there. Ratcliffe, no.
I think he also got 5 months to.
No, not 5 months. It was actually
1.5 months.
no 5 weeks.
A 5.
5 or 4 weeks he got. So it was the Boundary Commission was divided. There were 3 participants from both, from the Muslim League and from the Congress. 6 in total. So 3 were from the Muslim League and 3 from the Congress. There were 3 Muslims from the Muslim League and one. I guess there were 2 Sikhs and 1 Hindu in the Congress that was proposed. Then it was very hastily drawn up because Ratcliffe never knew the tehsils, the district, especially of Punjab. So there was the conspiracy theories are that Pakistan also accuses of Ratcliffe and Mountbatten of affording many parts to India. Like people don't know that the Firozpur district, some parts of it was they were uh, dominated.
Okay.
Some parts of it.
And like Lahore was also like Hindu and Sikh dominated.
No, yeah, the main partition was on the proportion of population. Muslim majority will go to Pakistan, and Hindu and Sikh majority will stay with India. But there were many districts in Hindu majority. The districts from Muslim majority. The overall majority of the district was Hindu, but this particular tehsil was populated by Muslims, Muslim majority, especially in the border areas of Firozpur. And but that was awarded to India. Okay, so Pakistan, thought that there's a Gurdaspur district that had Muslim majority, but it was totally, in India. So Pakistan wanted that district because it was Muslim majority.
तो यही क्या रीजंस हैं जिसकी वजह से यही थ्योरी इतनी पॉपुलराइज्ड है कि वो बनाया ही हेस्टली इतना गया है कि एक क्रॉस बॉर्डर टेंशन बिटवीन इंडिया पाकिस्तान हमेशा रहे. जैसे क्योंकि आप भी बोल रहे हैं पाकिस्तान को भी कुछ चीज़ों पे लगा कि इधर बेनिफिट दिया जा रहा है. इंडिया के कुछ लोगों को लगा कि उनकी श्राइन्स या उनकी पिलग्रिमेज की चीज़ें उधर कर दी गई हैं.
True also.
तो इसीलिए क्या ये थ्योरी इसीलिए लोग इतना
Look,
मानते हैं?
the line was built hastily, but the line itself was not, a subject of conspiracy. You can say Pakistan, the partition itself
Is a-
was built. Pakistan itself was created because, especially because the Soviet Union was had become very powerful and had come up till to the Persian Gulf, and all the Central Asian states were at that time under USSR. Afghanistan was the frontier state
yeah.
to the Soviet Union. So the one of the main reason was that you all have heard about the Manhattan Project.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so now the Soviets also wanted to
Create the nuclear
yeah, they
plant and everything.
a nuclear program. So they were testing, adjacent to the Xinjiang province of China, there near Kazakhstan. So
This is very close to the Russian border, right?
it's in Russia, Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Soviet Union. So that's why this. You mean to say that it was very close to the Afghan border?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why the British wanted, listening stations and stations that could, test the seismic terminology when the atom bomb was activity. When supposing the Soviets detonated a atom bomb. So of course the Indians were the Congress was not in favor of this.
Okay.
But Pakistan, Jinnah was, and also provided them. There was a clause, I think, so that they were they would provide air bases also to the British and the Americans. Few people know that you must have all heard of Gary Powers. Have you all heard?
Yes.
Gary Powers was a pilot of a U-2 plane.
Okay.
It was at that time it was a very high technology, both high technology planes, and it could fly above the stratosphere cloud level and take very precise pictures. So yeah, and it was spying on Soviet installations in Central Asia. So it flew from Pakistan only. Okay, I guess it was Chaklala in a air base in Rawalpindi where it flew from and shot down by the Soviets over Yekaterinburg via SS-2 Divina missile. And Gary Powers was captured alive.
Okay.
Yeah, the Soviets captured him alive. He couldn't even, it's said that he had a cyanide pill. Couldn't even, consume that. The Soviets
पहले ही पकड़ लिया.
captured it. And of course, it was a very big embarrassment for the
US.
that the pilot was captured. So coming back to that, you can see that Gary Powers flew from Pakistan. So this was one of the major reason why the Western powers wanted a separated India.
They wanted to separate India and Pakistan.
No, partition India only and create a mutual
Partition.
state of Pakistan.
Yeah.
So Americans have always favored them.
Initially, the Americans, it was the British plan. The Americans were only pressurizing them that, that do it quickly, leave India quickly, because they were in a lot of debt to the Americans, the British.
Because there were very serious financial economic ramifications of the World War II, right?
Yeah. Especially Britain was almost bankrupt because of the Second World War.
And it was also मतलब उनके लिए भी feasible ज़्यादा था कि वो इंडिया भी छोड़ के चले जाएं क्योंकि मतलब मैनेज करने में दिक्कत हो.
Yeah, look, one of the main reasons why the British left India was not to your conspiracy part. She was talking that what it's taught in history and what is not taught. The British Indian Army was the largest volunteer army in the Second World War. Yeah, okay, the British. So it got demobilized after the Second World War, and the British were very afraid of their army revolting against them, because in 1857 the Bengal army had revolted and the British Empire almost, at least in North India, had almost collapsed. The British administration, the British were very scared of the army revolting,
Yes.
and there were revolts in 1946, the Bombay Naval Mutiny riots. There was a riot. There was a mutiny in Jabalpur.
Yeah.
So the British were very scared of this. They had always, maintained that India was conquered by the sword and it will be kept by the sword. It was the army
Okay.
by which they maintained control. So this scared them a lot. If the Indian army revolted against them, and there were murmurings, especially because the INA had been formed under Subhash Chandra Bose.
We will be talking about the conspiracy theories about Subhash Chandra Bose.
एक और चीज मैं बताना चाहूंगा आपके व्यूअर्स को और सबको कि ओरिजिनली जो राकेश लाइन का खींचा जा रहा था वो जो है वो चेनाब रिवर से खींची जा रही थी। अगर आप जो है वेस्ट ईस्ट हैं
हाँ.
ज्योग्राफी में, सो फर्स्ट कम्स द Indus, Sindhu River, then Jhelum, then comes the Chenab, then the Ravi, then Bias, and then Satluj. So यहाँ पे हो गए six, five, and Indus six. So we land. So originally the Rhine was coming from the Chenab River. It was to divide from the Chenab River, the Ratcliffe line. But then the British thought that Jinnah was himself creating furors, और उसको दिक्कत थी कि he was getting a mothball पाकिस्तान कि बिल्कुल truncated पाकिस्तान मिल रहा है. Then they decided कि नहीं, उससे नहीं, फिर रावी से जो है लाइन को डिमार्केट किया जाएगा. कभी लाहौर went in there. In fact, was
So Lahore was supposed to be हमारे इंडिया के साइड पहले.
no, it's right on the Ravi River.
Okay.
Okay, it's on the banks of the Ravi River, right on. उसमें भी ये था कि its population was around 51% Muslims, and the rest were Hindus and Sikhs. And Hindus and Sikhs owned the majority of the businesses there.
But I have also read कि वो लाहौर उनको इसलिए नहीं मिला था because they didn't have any other major city.
No, they had Karachi,
Like that's what.
they had Rawalpindi, Multan,
And Multan was there.
so they were big cities. But no,
Even current Pakistan.
actually, there is a theory of the theory was that it is that there were some, other minority members, especially Christians, which voted for Lahore too. That's why the proportionate, population shifted.
But Lahore was initially not intended to be part of the current Pakistan.
No, it was not that. The Lahore was to be the main city because
Okay.
the Sikhs and the Hindus, they had, the point that all the major businesses were there.
Okay.
They owned
Okay.
it. Okay, so they were the affluent class.
Yeah.
So, so their point was that they had built the city.
So they deserve it more. और यार
Yeah,
उनके stakes ज्यादा है उस शहर में.
but the population there was slightly more, Muslim. That's why.
God. So basically there was a clear class divide. The more affluent people, the more well-to-do people were the Sikhs and the Hindus.
Yeah,
But the population in general were more of the Muslims.
yeah.
Okay. And इसीलिए like लोग जैसे कहते हैं कि लाहौर एंड अमृतसर आर अ मिरर इमेज ऑफ ईच अदर इन वे ऑफ कल्चर ऑल्सो. तो आप भोजबाला में भी मतलब जिस तरीके से वहाँ की बातचीत है,
Speak.
स्ट्रीट स्वीट जिस तरीके से डिजाइन.
वो they speak there's a dialect of Punjabi called Majali in the Majha region where Amritsar is. That dialect is spoken there, and in Lahore that time it was similar. Now
क्या नहीं पता बट
Yeah.
जैसे पहले
it was because it's in the Majha region. That's why. So yeah, it was similar, but Amritsar was clearly predominantly, non-Muslim. Hindus and Sikhs were more
affluent.
there. No, population-wise also, they were more in Amritsar.
Oh,
Yeah. So
quite insightful. हमें काफी नई चीजें भी पता चली and काफी चीजें clarify भी हुई. So now we'll jump to the second segment of our podcast, or second conspiracy theory that we would want to get some light on.
Yep.
Yep. So
क्योंकि क्लियरली आप लोग देख सकते हैं हमारी नॉलेज और सर की नॉलेज में बहुत फर्क है.
second conspiracy theory that is कि during independence time of India तो काफी Indian politics में भी काफी tension थी, like how Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel ji wanted to be PM but he could never be one, and Nehru ji became.
yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy about it, and lot has been written also. लिखा भी उस पे बहुत गया है. But there are two perspectives about it. But the current perspective is that there was some injustice to Vallabhbhai Patel. But you must understand that that time India was, just getting independent. So Nehru had a certain appeal among the masses because Nehru was a mass leader. Sardar Patel
He was more charismatic, that's why.
he was more charismatic. He had a little bit of mass appeal, and he could, draw in crowds.
So he was a great orator.
No, not just an orator, but general mass appeal. He was suave and foreign educated, and so he was also popular in the foreign circles also.
अच्छा
And Patel was, he was a very good organizer. So his organization skills were very good. But the thing was, because of Nehru having, mass appeal, and Nehru had a certain, vision also, which differed from Gandhi. People don't know about it. To say that, Gandhi wanted Nehru to, yeah, that's true that Gandhi was, supportive of Nehru, but his views also differed from Gandhiji. That Gandhiji was not in favor of industrialization. Okay,
अच्छा
so not in favor of mass industrialization of India, and he was more interested in self local, agriculture and local industries, village industries like crafts. And that's why you can see his charkha, the
या
spinning wheel. And
नेहरू ये आत्मनिर्भर भारत टाइप को चाहते थे
not, yeah, Atmanirbhar to nahi bol sakte, but it was more village driven,
गॉट इट
you know.
रूट कल्चरल रूट से निकला हो
And Nehru,
हुआ दैट वाज लेटर ऑन ना जब उन्होंने उसको फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट को खोला
and
था
Nehru was, you know, was much more inclined towards industrialization of India. And he was,
Right.
of a socialist mindset also. And as that lot of there were a lot of socialist movements around the world after the Second World War. So Nehru was had connections with them also, in those circles also, the socialist circles around the world. So that's why, for India's image at that time, Nehru was a more suitable candidate for, and he had clear views on the industrial policy. And his views might be controversial or debatable, but he had clear views on the certain trajectory at that time which India would take.
तो बट जैसे कि जब 47 की वॉर हुई विच वाज आल्सो वेरी ब्रूटल एंड हैड अ लॉन्ग इम्पैक्ट ऑन इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान बट उसमें भी कई लोग जैसे नेहरू जी के बहुत ज़्यादा क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं एंड देयर आर वेरी वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग ओपिनियंस अबाउट दैट तो उसके बारे में आपका क्या कहना है
Okay, I'll ask you a question.
या
What do you, what do you know about the 47, 48 war between India and Pakistan?
सो आई प्राइमरली नो एंड इट्स अ वेरी जम्बल्ड अप हिस्ट्री ऑल्सो कि कश्मीर एंड देयर वाज अ सर्टेन पार्ट जो अभी थोड़ा पीओके में है बिकॉज़ ऑफ अगेन जो लाइन्स द बॉर्डर्स क्लियर नहीं था। देयर वाज़ सर्टेन वहाँ के जो राजा थे जो हू वाज़ अ हिंदू एंड इट वाज़ अंडर हिम बट पॉपुलेशन मुस्लिम थी एंड बट तब भी जब इलेक्शंस हुए थे वो इंडिया के अंडर ही होना था। बट एट द एंड देयर वाज़ दिस ट्रीटी आल्सो गॉट साइन एंड उसके हिसाब से यही था कि जहाँ-जहाँ बॉर्डर्स हो गए हैं वो वहीं पे रहेंगे। बट सडनली रात को द पाकिस्तान आर्मी दे अटैक्ड एंड वो उन्होंने जो पीओके वाला एरिया वो ऑक्यूपाई कर लिया देन देयर वाज़ अ सीज़ फायर सो स्टिल दैट एरिया व्हिच इज़ टेक्निकली ऑफ इंडिया इज़ इन द पीओके रीजन।
So yeah, so you know the thing is, many people also don't know that there were two parts of India. One was
Oh.
the British Dominion of India, where the British directly ruled, and there were the princely states. There were around 512 or something princely states in India
Oh.
at that time that were ruled by, there were monarchies. So the princely states were given the option on the basis of, you know, uh, religion, that they could either join Pakistan or India. Okay, so the thing was, then there were three states, that were left. Initially, there were some states like, there's a curious case of, uh, you know, Jodhpur. Jodhpur was also, Jinnah gave the then ruler of Jodhpur, Hanwant Singh, that he could join Pakistan,
Hmm.
and there would be some special status given to his state. And but when Bikaner joined India, then Jodhpur also
Me.
joined India, and Patel had lengthy negotiations with the Maharaja. But the thing was, so was the case of Hyderabad. Now, Hyderabad was a curious case that because it didn't hold any, had any, land border with Pakistan. So the Pakistanis uh, said that they want a land corridor through Indian, through middle of India to, connect Hyderabad to Pakistan. But of course, that was not feasible and practically possible.
Yeah.
And there was a rebellion also there. And to crush that, the Nizam, he had his own militia. It's called the Razakar. They were quite brutal. So they started crushing the revolt. Then Operation Polo happened, and the Indian army was sent into Hyderabad. It was termed as a police action, but it was the army which was sent in, and Hyderabad was incorporated into India.
Okay, and what was happening at the Kashmir
Yeah,
region?
Kashmir was that Kashmir had majority Muslim population,
Yes.
but its ruler was Hindu.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Hari Singh. So Maharaja Hari Singh initially wanted, he neither wanted to join India or Pakistan. He wanted to remain independent.
Mhm.
And the thing was that he signed a standstill agreement with Pakistan.
Yes.
Okay, so after these police actions in India, Pakistan also thought that they could do something and get Kashmir by force, because the negotiations, were failing. So what they did was they sent militias from the tribal area of Pakistan that was bordering Afghanistan under military officers. And mind you, people don't know that at that time both the Indian and Pakistani military was they had British chief of staffs.
Whoa,
British. Okay.
crazy.
So yeah, there were no Indian or Pakistani chief of staffs. So both were British. And another very interesting point, many people don't know this. Many of them were ex-INA
Oh,
members.
ex-INA. So
From because when the partition happened, many of the INA members went to Pakistan. So they were reincorporated into the Pakistani army.
damn.
So Akbar Khan, who was the main architect of this plan, he had INA, connections. So they were sent into Kashmir, and from they captured Muzaffarabad, Skardu, and they came from till Rajouri and Poonch, all these areas. Then what happened was the Maharaja panicked because they were just, I think so, 20 kilometers away from Srinagar. They were in the suburbs. And there was mass looting and all those atrocities. And then he contacted the Indian government. So then it was the Indian government said that until the treaty of accession is not signed, Indian troops will not be flown into there. So he then signed the treaty of accession. Then the first Indian troop
What was the Treaty of Accession?
that Kashmir had to accede into India.
Okay.
Until then, till then only Indian troops would be allowed into Kashmir.
But it is also said ki Nehru ji went to UN and claimed it's like he's blamed for that.
Yeah, this is also, very few people know that the 47-48 war was the longest war India and Pakistan have
Ever fought, yeah.
71, 65 with Kargil, they were short wars. But the 47 war was almost, they fought till a year, almost 1 year they were fighting.
Yep.
And the thing was that the Indian army had cleared many of these intruders, especially from the Jammu side. And they had pushed back from the Srinagar side, and all those the areas were captured. But the campaigning season was getting over, because you must understand that it's mountainous terrain, and in winter and especially at that time, supply issues were
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ही नहीं था कि चीज़ों को इधर से उधर ट्रांसपोर्ट करने के लिए।
उसमें दिक्कत हो रही थी और कैजुअलिटीज भी दोनों तरफ से माउंट हो रही थी। तो और उस द यूएन हैड जस्ट बीन फॉर्म्ड, यूनाइटेड नेशंस,
UN was also at its nascent stage.
हाँ, नेशन स्टेट, एंड they were dealing with two problems. One was the Israel Palestine, and
वो भी अभी तक चल रहा है।
and the second, so the was this the UN was also pressurizing both parties, especially Nehru. So he had to take a call because the army had also said that they need another campaigning season.
ओके,
Get, you know,
तो फिर एक्सटेंड हो जाता पूरा ना?
हाँ, to liberate, because the wherewithal, because you must understand that the army was also divided into.
सब नेशन स्टेज पे था।
Army was also,
जो लोग एक साथ लड़ रहे थे अभी कुछ महीने पहले, साल पहले, अब वो अगेंस्ट पे लड़ रहे हैं।
नहीं, or it was not the Indian army of today. Many things had to be built up, and it was still under British control. Many things,
Yes.
especially the higher echelons. So that's why he had to go to the UN.
Wow. Wow. So I hope viewers you realize that जब इतने साल बाद आप हिस्ट्री की कुछ पार्ट्स पढ़ते हो तो बहुत ब्लैक एंड वाइट चीजें लगती हैं, बट एक्चुअली जब आप डीप पे रिसर्च करो इट्स वेरी इजी टू ब्लेम पीपल ऑफ दैट टाइम, बट ये भी वो इंट्रिकेट इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं, ये भी वो इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स है जो बहुत रिसर्च के बाद हमें पता है। इन द सिचुएशन सिचुएशन कितनी इंटेंस थी नहीं पता है। सो इट्स वेरी इजी टू जज पीपल, टू ब्लेम पीपल, बट इट्स वे टफर टू बी इन अ सिचुएशन लाइक दैट एंड बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर अ कंट्री एंड टू manage things where people don't lose their lives. Final part and the one of the biggest controversies, the biggest conspiracy theories of Indian history, and that is the curious case of Subhash Chandra Bose's death, or as we all say, Gumnami Baba. And now we'd like to take your thoughts कि आपको क्या लगता है? There is so much out there, literally कि उन्होंने वो फ्लाइट ली, उनका क्रैश हो गया, बट देन देयर आर आल्सो थ्योरीज कि नहीं वो रशा चले गए थे। कुछ लोग कहते हैं वो रशा में उनको एग्ज़ाइल मिला, कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि स्टालिन ने उनको पकड़ लिया था एंड ही किल्ड हिम देयर, एंड देन द थर्ड थ्योरी वेयर ही रिटर्न्ड टू इंडिया इन 50s एंड ही लिव्ड हियर लाइक अ बाबा, लाइक अ मॉन्क, बट अ वेरी इन्फ्लुएंशियल बाबा एंड अ मॉन्क, जहाँ पे जिनसे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लोग मिलने आते थे। So, yes, let's start on the third and the final conspiracy theory, and that is the case of Subhash Chandra Bose.
Yeah, so Netaji, as we all know that he was elected the Congress president. It was against Gandhiji's wishes, and Pattabhai Sitaramaiah was Gandhiji's candidate, and then
Why was Gandhiji opposing him?
because Gandhi, he never, Gandhi had same thing. What I told you about
The ahimsa and non-ahimsa part ki
that was the second thing. Initially, he didn't accede to his industrial and his those thoughts that he also wanted industrialization, and
oh,
and I told you what.
but ये भी तो है ना कि ऐसा नहीं था कि like he hated him or something, because there are points in history जहाँ पे उन्होंने उनकी तारीफ भी करी, and the biggest fueling matter in this whole conspiracy theory is कि when Subhash Chandra Bose ji supposedly had that plane crash and he passed away, it was Gandhi ji who said कि no, he doesn't think that he's dead.
Yeah, it's rumored that Gandhi said that Subhash is not dead, and many people, even if some of his family members also didn't believe that he was dead. So so what I was telling you, then he formed his new part, not party, but type of outfit inside Congress. Really, yeah, it was called for Forward Block, and but because of Gandhi's opposition and things like that, they couldn't function properly. Then the Second World War,
It happened.
broke out. So initially, what happened was that, and the British, were very scared of Bose because of his, radical views. and he wanted an armed struggle
Yes.
against the British. So he was under house arrest, and then somehow he escaped.
He was a master of disguise.
Yeah, he disguised himself and escaped through via Afghanistan to Soviet Russia.
Was that the first time he made good contact with Soviet Union? Because
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that was the first time, because you must remember that at that time the Soviet Union had not entered the war.
yes, yes,
Okay, the Operation Barbarossa hadn't happened. Hitler hadn't invaded the Soviet Union. So yeah, he went there and he made contacts, especially with the Soviets there, and then he was sent to Germany
yes.
by the Soviets only, and
Where he made contacts with the German army. Yeah,
because his wife was,
yeah,
was a German, and yeah, he met Hitler and all the Nazi hierarchy, Himmler and Goring, and they initially formed a Indian Legion in the
yes,
in the German army. It was made by the captured Indian troops which the Germans had captured in Europe.
yes.
So they had formed the Indish Legion, Indian Legion, and then what happened was the Germans advised him to, go to Japan, because Japan was more, you know,
This is before the bombing happened. The nuclear bombing happened.
yeah, of course. They were just going to invade the Soviet Union, the
Yep.
Germans. It was around 41. So they advised him to go to Japan.
Yep.
And, because the Japanese theater that was more closer to India. So he boarded a U-boat, German submarine, and there, which traveled. There are now two versions, conflicting versions. Some say that he changed midway to a Japanese submarine around Madagascar. There he changed, boarded a Japanese submarine, and there is another theory that there is there is a Japanese there was a Japanese German base in Penang
Mm.
in Malaysia.
Yep.
So some say that no, the U-boat docked in Penang, the German U-boat. They took him all the way to Malaysia, and then the Japanese contacted him. So then he was basically given the command of the INA. The INA was actually formed under Raj Bihari Bose. There was no connection with them. Of the same thing of the Indian troops captured by the Japanese, the British Indian troops, and they had formed there under Japanese surveillance and support. So he was given the command of the INA, and he formed the first free government of India.
Oh wow. Matlab, what do you mean by that?
Well, he formed the free government of India, free from British.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, and it was around 6 to 11 countries even recognized
Him.
that government, all mostly access, they all recognized it. And he even gave a proclamation and speech also. And then the INA actively participated in Japanese campaigns and against the British. They had come up till Burma, and in fact they had reached Impal and Kohima, the Japanese and the INA, and their you know campaign was finally halted. When Netaji saw that the Japanese are also not answering, and the Americans had also they had declared war, and another major reason was that the Soviets had also declared war on the Japanese. People don't know that the Soviets and the Japanese were neutral.
Yeah.
And the Soviets only declared war on Japan in August 1945.
Yeah.
So the Soviets invaded Manchuria.
Yeah.
Okay. And seeing that, Netaji had, planned to get out of there. And he was traveling from Saigon in Vietnam
Yes. Yes.
to Formosa, which is now Taiwan.
Taiwan. That.
Okay. So the thing, it said that
Then he was supposed to go to Japan.
that is, a mystery. Was he going to Japan? Was he going from Taiwan to Manchuria
मंचूरिया
to
कि रशा वो बता रहे थे
license?
मतलब इवेंचुअली प्लान ये था कि जापान से रशा जाएंगे
हाँ, eventually
जो थोड़ा सा डॉक्यूमेंट अब मतलब लोग जो मान रहे हैं
there are stories कि वो जापान से नहीं, ताइवान से जो है वो मंचूरिया होते हुए रशिया की तरफ निकल जाएँगे।
फिर आपको जैसे क्या लगता है कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डिड द प्लेन क्रैश हैपन कि एंड इफ इट हैपन डिड ही मेक आउट ऑफ इट तो क्या लगता है आपको कि व्हाट इज द ट्रुथ बिहाइंड द प्लेन क्रैश दैट हैपेंड
लुक, अब प्लेन क्रैश में तो ये है कि फ्रॉम इसमें ताइवान में इट इज़ सेड दैट ओके वो प्लेन क्रैश हो गया था। अब उसमें देयर आर वेरी कॉन्फ्लिक्टिंग स्टोरीज़ हैं इसमें। जैसे सबसे ज़्यादा जो है उसमें कहते हैं कि जो सर्वाइव किया था वो इनका एडीसी जो हबीबुर रहमान था।
यस जो उनके पीछे बैठा था प्लेन
हाँ, एडीसी था वो भाई, ही वाज़ द एडी कैंप ऑफ सुभाष चंद्र बोस। तो अब ही सेज़ दैट कि मैं जो हूँ वो आग लग गई थी और ऊपर गैस का फ्यूज़ेलाज़ में और वो फटा। नेताजी जब निकल रहे थे उससे प्लेन से तो
ही गॉट बर्न
हाँ, ही गॉट बर्न्ट। अब उसमें और मैंने बुझाने की कोशिश की और कंबल-वंबल लाके और ये करने की कोशिश की और लोगों ने जो थे उधर प्लेन से उन्होंने करने की कोशिश की। उसके बाद इनिशियली तो उसने ये बताया था। दूसरी चीज़ ये थी कि व्हाट हैपेंड वाज़ कि जो जापानीज़ क्रू था उस एयरपोर्ट का, वो दूसरी चीज़ बताता है। दे से दैट कि उन लोगों ने आकर
बचाने की कोशिश
हाँ, कोशिश की, या उससे नहीं, उन लोगों ने आकर सब वो करी और कोशिश की और उसमें एक इनका ऑफ़िसर भी था जापानीज़, इशिदा या आई डोंट इशिदा ही शायद नाम था। बड़ा हाई रैंकिंग लाइसेंस ऑफ़िसर था और अब उसको कहते हैं इंटरेस्टिंगली, अब इट इज़ रूमर्ड कि ही एक प्रोजेक्ट था 312 करके जापानीज़ का, ये मंचूरिया उसके पास, जिसमें ये एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे थे। इट्स रूमर्ड एंड सेड
साइकोडेलिक एक्सपेरिमेंट्स राइट
हाँ, हाँ, सॉर्ट ऑफ उसका ही वाज़ प्रोजेक्ट डायरेक्टर, इट इज़ रूमर्ड। अब वो भी था उस प्लेन में, ये कहते हैं, एंड इट इज़ सेड दैट ही आल्सो पेरिश्ड उसमें। अब फिर ये तो बेसिक वो है कि प्लेन क्रैश ऐसे मतलब
जैसे ये डिस्प्यूट वाला है कि कुछ-कुछ अकाउंट्स हैं जहाँ पे इसकी वजह से भी डिस्प्यूट होता है। अब फर्स्ट हैंड लोगों के अकाउंट है कि
ये है उसमें अब जैसे ये है कि उस दिन उस एयरपोर्ट पे जो वो लॉग है वो ये कोई नहीं, ताइवान में तो ये जो लोगों ने जाकर जब पता किया और जो हुआ है कि उस दिन तो कोई प्लेन ही नहीं उड़ा, ना लैंड किया। एक उसके बाद कोई अमेरिकन प्लेन आया था, वो हुआ, लेकिन उस दिन तो
कोई और प्लेन
18 अगस्त या वो उस दिन कोई प्लेन जो था वो वहाँ नहीं
आपको क्या लगता है कि डिड दैट थिंग हैपन एंड डिड ही सक्सेसफुली मैनेज टू गो टू सोवियत यूनियन एंड फाइंड एन एक्साइल देयर कि लाइक जो एक ये भी है ना कि सोवियत यूनियन ने शायद उनको कैप्टिव कर लिया, स्टालिन ने कैप्टिव कर दिया।
अब इस पे थ्योरीज़, अब ये तो थ्योरीज़ और उसकी बात है। जैसे बात ये है कि ही इज़ सेड टू यू नो ही मंचूरिया से इट इज़ सेड दैट थ्रू अ सबमरीन ही ट्रैवल्ड टू ये सोवियत यूनियन।
या
तो अब उसमें भी है कि सम पीपल से दैट वही इट वाज़ एन इटालियन सबमरीन विच द which was under the Japanese because the Italians had surrendered at that time and they had joined the Allied forces. तो उसपे था कि ये भी कहा जाता है कि एज़ इट वाज़ नियरिंग द कोस्ट द वॉर हैड एंडेड एंड इट शॉट डाउन एन अमेरिकन प्लेन, सबमरीन शॉट डाउन एन अमेरिकन प्लेन जो वो कर रहा था। इट वाज़ मोस्ट प्रोबेबली रिकोनाissance मिशन पे होगा कि सोवियट्स तो नहीं, मतलब कितने आगे तक आ रहे हैं, एंड शॉट डाउन दैट प्लेन। अब व्हाई डिड अ सबमरीन शूट डाउन एन अमेरिकन प्लेन आफ्टर द वॉर हैड एंडेड? ठीक है, अब उसपे भी एनीवन्स गेस कि क्या हुआ। और फिर इट इज़ रूमर्ड दैट ही यू नो वेंट टू रशिया यही सबमरीन से होते हुए एंड ही वाज़ ट्रांसफर्ड टू द रशियंस टू मंचूरिया, और ये रशियन इन्फ्लुएंस में आ गया था, रशियन से कैप्चर कर लिया था। तो उसके बाद अब इट्स सेड दैट स्टालिन had kept him as a political leverage
Hmm.
to, because Stalin never liked Nehru. In fact, he generally never liked the Indian Congress.
Yes, he did. He has called him like a political stool or something.
Yeah. And he generally
He बहुत खराब word है that I wouldn't like to say.
no, but he never liked Gandhi also, and
Yeah.
no, he had
वो इन लोग को ड्रामेबाज मानता था basically.
he was of a very dim view of the Congress and the general Indian independence movement. So it's said that Stalin kept him as a political card.
So कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि उनको एक ऐसा उनको वहाँ पे पॉलिटिकल बॉन्डेज में कर दिया गया था सो दैट टू दे हैव एन एज ओवर द इंडियन गवर्नमेंट। बट कुछ लोग ये कहते हैं कि ही वाज़ इन प्रॉपर एक्साइल देयर राइट? जिसको कहते हैं ना ये शरण दे दी थी कि आप यहाँ पे रहो बिकॉज़ यू आर गोइंग टू बी टर्म्ड एज़ अ वॉर क्रिमिनल।
नहीं, अब देखो, यू कांट से दिस बिकॉज़ कि वो उसकी वजह से, बिकॉज़ सोवियत यूनियन इटसेल्फ वाज़ पार्ट ऑफ द एलाइड फोर्सेस,
या
जो ट्रिब्यूनल्स वो
या
कर रहा था। तो ये कहने के लिए कि इसलिए मेन थिंग वाज़ दैट they had kept him as a political
लेवरेज।
leverage. So, and Stalin was known to do that. Stalin had done so with the Polish revolutionaries, and with the Hungarian revolutionaries also. He had used to keep them in Russia. So it was the thing Stalin used to do because the Cold War was starting.
या
So the Soviets thought that you know Bose was leaning towards the left wing
ओके
ideology, and the Soviets were of course communists, so they could have an ally initially in the Cold War against
तो फिर वहाँ से घूम फिर के how does the Gumnabi Baba angle come ki like he was in Russia, he was maybe like a political prisoner and all, and then wahan se the story transforms and he eventually comes back to India, and then the Gumnami Baba angle comes.
yeah, so it's this is also the after Stalin died in 53, then Khrushchev came in. Khrushchev, that's when relations between India and Russia, Soviet Union started building. And Khrushchev, incidentally, was the premier during the Cuban Missile Crisis, Nikita Khrushchev. So it is said that Khrushchev, you know, ordered the release of Netaji,
Okay.
and from there they rehabilitated him, and in the political sphere, and it was done at his behest to that his image is built up, and that they also have certain political influence, so they have a man of a stature which is under their political tutelage.
Okay. So then how does the whole thing like he comes back to India supposedly and the whole Gumnami Baba angle comes?
Yeah, but there he comes back. I think
Because this is एक ये जैसे ये hearsay वाली चीज़ नहीं है। ये बहुत लोगों ने माना है, बहुत लोग के खुद के एक्सपीरियंसेस है। इट इज़ नॉट जस्ट समथिंग जैसे हियरसे होता था, अब रिडिक्यूल कर दिया जाता है। देयर आर लाइक व्हेन गुमनामी बाबा डाइड, ही पास्ड अवे, तो जो ग्रेट ग्रैंड नीस थी या ग्रेट ग्रैंड डॉटर की नीस थी, आई डोंट रिमेंबर एग्ज़ैक्टली बट द फैमिली मेंबर ऑफ सुभाष चंद्र बोस जी, वो वहाँ गईं, तो उन्होंने देखा कि उनके ही वही सुभाष चंद्र बोस के वहाँ पे अम्ब्रेला थे, रोलेक्स ओमेगा की वॉचेस थी, हिज लेटर्स वर देयर। जो इंडिपेंडेंट रिसर्चर्स ने उन लेटर्स को लेके अमेरिका के कई सारे डॉक्टर्स एंड उनसे साइंटिस्ट लोगों से उस पे चेकिंग कराई है, तो इट्स द सेम राइटिंग ऑफ सुभाष चंद्र बोस जी। तो दिस इज़ नॉट समथिंग व्हिच इज़ जस्ट थोड़ा कॉन्स्पिरेसी थ्योरी के हल्का-सा आगे आ जाती है ये थोड़ा रियल।
Little factual, I guess.
तो ये एंगल कहाँ से आता है कि नाउ ही हैज़ कम बैक टू इंडिया एंड ही इज़ लिविंग लाइक अ बाबा एंड इफ ही इज़ लिविंग लाइक दैट देन व्हाई इज़ ही लिविंग लाइक दैट? व्हाई इज़न्ट ही कमिंग आउट एंड टेलिंग हिज आइडेंटिटी?
so. The thing is that got in India, when he came back to India, it was around in the 70s, I guess, or late 60s. So of course, फिर तो यहाँ पर हो, अब बाबा has कम और जिसकी ऐसे ऐसे है कि वो he used to read Reader's Digest,
Yeah.
ये था पीजी वुडहाउस का पूरा कलेक्शन था, सब था। तो पीपल वर इंक्विजिटिव कि एक्चुअली फर्स्ट ही वाज आई थिंक सो इन बस्ती, in Basti first.
First sighting या बोलो या
नहीं, it was said that he was in Basti, the Gumnami Baba. And incidentally, Gumnami Baba, the name was given by the not by the people.
भगवंत उनको something
He was
बोलो
called Bhagwan Ji.
भगवान जी हाँ.
Gumnami Baba is the name of folklore.
Yeah.
Colloquial people have given him.
That's a lore that started because he was traveling from different cities to different cities. तो वो होने लगा कि वो ये गुमनाम बाबा कौन है.
It became
And also भगवंत and भगवंत नाम वो जो लेटर्स इनके जो बंगाल से लोग आके इनसे मिलते थे and उनके लेटर्स से पता चला कि they were terming him as भगवान.
Bhagwan Ji, yeah.
भगवान जी.
His followers used to call him Bhagwan Ji. And then he shifted to Faizabad. And there he started gaining, people from Bengal used to come to visit him. And then he gained local, followers also. So that started, now people started getting inquisitive, even the administration and all. So from there, this, thing started of Gumnami Baba and that. So now in his collection, it said that he had a big collection of books, P.G. Woodhouse, and
Historical book.
yeah, they were historical books. In fact, he was reading a report about the Tokyo Tribunal also.
Yeah.
The tribunal against the Japanese war criminals, which was happening. And incidentally, there was an Indian judge also in that committee, that Tokyo trial. In fact, if someone has seen a picture, a Hollywood picture, it was, I think so, called the Tokyo trial. Irfan Khan played that role.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, what was the Tokyo trial? Yeah.
Yeah. So he was reading reports about that and about all the conflicts, like the Vietnam War which was going on and all the other conflicts. So he had knowledge and accessibility to all those reports and things like that.
But why would he stay in hiding and why wouldn't he reveal himself?
Because he was the commander of the INA, and the INA has been alleged by the Allied forces to have committed war crimes.
And war crimes like
Shooting civilians, especially it's said that INA troops committed war crimes in Netherlands and shot civilians.
okay.
And also it's said that it's alleged by the Allied forces that they also helped in the Japanese committing of war crime.
War
Correct. Has somebody seen the movie Bridge on the River Kwai? It's a very famous Hollywood movie, Bridge on the River Kwai. It is said that it boasts only, suggested this to the Japanese to have a bridge built on the River Kwai by Allied labor, the captured Allied labor. So it is alleged.
So okay, that I understand ki so basically if he would have come out of his like if he would have come out and said ki unki identity ye tha
It's involved, I think.
India-
If it would come out, then
Well, he himself, it's rumored and it is alleged that he said that my coming out, is not good for the nation right now.
मतलब इंडिया पे sanctions लग सकते थे बहुत कुछ हो सकता था political pressure
India
international
had just, India had just gained independence. Like what? It would be in 20 years or something when
very young country very young
he came back to India. So that's why. So these are all alleged.
so but आप so these are the series of popular events जो लोग मानते हैं आपको क्या लगता है कि सच्चाई क्या है अगर सारे इवेंट्स को देखा जाए what do you think happened
Look, now it is very fascinating because people also don't know the thing was that there was an MI5 officer, liaisons of officer posted in the Intelligence Bureau of India.
is he the same guy जो Ian Fleming का भाई है
No,
relative
वो तो he he was another person.
Okay. Then carry on.
He was in the committee which was looking after the plane crash story and all that. An American thing. This guy was in the IB, and it was not a particular person. It was just a post, and that guy was deputed from Britain.
Got it.
So it could be any person. It could be he could be changed also. So he was, that post was in the IB until I guess when in 71 the Indo-Soviet treaty was signed of friendship. So the Soviets is said that they advised Indira Gandhi that there is this officer of the MI5, and if he would be still be there, then the Western powers would know about the treaties and
Whatever is going on between.
yeah, in between the Soviets and the Indians. So then that post was removed, and you know,
Wow.
so that is the reason. So why was he there? So many people say that he was there to look out for Bose if he has escaped. Apparently, in
Bose, and there's one more person, but Bose is the only person the license to kill कहते हैं ना, जो जेम्स बॉन्ड की मूवीज में यूज होता है. Bose was one of the person MI6 ने जिसके अगेंस्ट लाइसेंस टू किल दिया.
MI5.
MI5 ने कि if you find him, just kill him.
There were a lot of sex involved.
I mean, it's fascinating.
And who was the other person? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I just remember that there are two people. Bose,
The other person was Charles de Gaulle, the president of France.
Whoa. And this is another thing that Ian Fleming, who wrote the James Bond novels and everything. So his brother is, or his first cousin, very close. His elder brother
Peter Fleming
was in MI5. So this whole James Bond character and everything is kind of derived from the lores of his brother and what he saw as an agent.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So okay. Again, what happened according to you?
So, well, according to me, well, I can only say what I've read. It's very fascinating. It's kind of you yourself was saying of a spy and this of spy lore and of these. So, but it could be possibly, both was said to be a master of deception, and it could, he could have, if a man who could have pulled off this was, I guess, only he could have pulled it off. And there are many other things also. Many rumored big personalities also have had visited him in Faizabad. So it is rumored that
I know. The names you're talking. You're not taking, I know.
many of them, not one, many of them.
Counted है वो तो, like.
हाँ, बहुत है. Many of them are rumored to have visited him. This,
Even the locals of Faizabad, they say that यहाँ पे गुमनानी.
yeah, that's very famous.
It's
It's
like-
very famous there. Everyone knows कि वो तो वहाँ था, and it was incidentally near the Faizabad cantonment,
Yes.
near the Dogra Regiment
Yes.
Center.
It's just that nobody wants to reveal it, and they're just part of कि हाँ ठीक है गुमनानी बाबा exposed ही, but like let's not reveal it.
But ये भी तो था ना कि they were also getting attention because of it.
Yeah.
So it happened in the 80s. It is said that Nami Baba passed away around 85.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been so long. Many of the files have not been classified, and it's not just in India. There are many flights in the Mitrukin archive in the Soviet Russia.
So when I know a little bit about this. So when Modi ji's in 2016, the Modi government also declassified some files, and then the government asked other countries also to declassify certain files. So थोड़ी बहुत US ने कर ली, UK ने कर ली. जापान के पास 5 फाइल्स हैं, जिसमें से उन्होंने सिर्फ 2 पब्लिक करी हैं, declassify की. There are still 3 files only on Bose, which are still declassified. So this also intensifies the mystery around, like,
To be like they're hiding something major that could have.
there's something I just feel मेरे अंदर conspiracy theorist ये कहता है, there is something about world history, which is linked to this man. And Tabhi, there is this folklore, there is this, there's this aura around him, and there are these things around him. But वही ना, जहाँ स्मोक है वहाँ फायर, जहाँ स्मोक है थोड़ा बहुत फायर होगी. तो है वो चीज, कुछ तो है ना कि मतलब इतने साल हो गए, even the right wing governments also are shying away from this topic a little bit, and that is because ki there is some imprint in world history that he has had, and it is too big to reveal to people. All the three topics that we discussed today were really interesting, and were, I hope आप viewers के लिए भी बहुत ही ज़्यादा insightful रहे हों and interesting रहे हों, and आपको मज़ा आया हो. What a game जो आस्था ने बनाया है, and she wants us to play, the both of us.
Yeah, Devanshu and Bhaiya will play the game.
क्या है, मेरी कॉन्स्पिरेसी थ्योरी अभी ये कह रही है कि मैं जितना भी अच्छा कर लूँ मुझे हैम्पर नहीं मिलेगा.
We'll figure that out. Also, basically, it's going to be India specific. So India में काफी weird चीजें होती हैं, and we do not know whether it's true or not. Okay, so let's find it out. Okay, so I'll start, and you guys have to tell whether it's true or false. Okay, so I'll start with the easy one. There's a temple in Rajasthan where rats are worshipped and fed by devotees. True or false?
True.
You answered late, so we won't count.
अरे बट वी बोथ हैव टू, एक ही ऐसा है कि पहले जो आंसर करेगा वो सही.
Ah,
ओ अथॉरिटी का मन सी.
depends. If the guest answers, it's also like we'll count him.
तो मैं यहाँ क्या चले.
Okay. India has a temple where devotees worship a computer for good exams result.
False. True. False.
Okay. It has a floating post office.
True.
Good. Yeah. There's an Indian village where men and women speak completely different language.
True.
No.
False.
India has a lake containing thousands of ancient human skeletons.
True.
There's a village in India where dogs receive government pension.
False.
India has a temple where a frog is worshipped as a deity.
True.
There's a village in Maharashtra famous for homes traditionally having no doors or locks.
True.
We've been there.
You've been there?
Singapore.
Oh yeah. Shani Singapore. Wow. So the thing is that they open the doors because Shani ji का वो है, बुरा करोगे तो पाप पड़ेगा. Wow. Crazy.
Okay, last two question. There's a village in India where residents communicate exclusively through whistles and cannot speak normally.
False.
A motorcycle involved in a fatal accident was allegedly recovered by police, disappeared from the station, and was found back at the.
True.
Okay. So that's it. We have asked enough questions.
Good questions. Yeah, that was actually very interesting.
Yeah. So let's see who won the game. And whoever will win will get this. Our special Independence Day hamper. And the winner is.
Thank you.
So did you like the hamper that I should have gotten, but I haven't?
That's sad.
I guess you don't read so many books of this type.
I do.
Wait, what?
I do.
I'm telling about him.
I do. I'm reading the Mahabharata right now.
Are
I'm
you
reading-
sure about that?
I'm reading the Mahabharata right now, and it's like really good.
What Mahabharata?
Mahabharata, the 100 Years of Purana.
Oh.
It's like very
Mahabharata. Okay.
Mahabharata.
Guys, we'll see you next time with some other topic and more of Elara's take. Please don't forget to subscribe, like.
Like, share, subscribe, and follow us. We will keep getting you interesting stuff to watch. Love you all. See you next time.